Greetings and welcome to the NewsRamp Government and Politics podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, delighted to have you with us as we explore today's top stories. At newsramp.com, we curate business news from the best newswires, bringing you the most relevant updates. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. While AI assists in producing this podcast and generating the voices, the news stories are all real. You can read the full articles on newsramp.com. Today is Tuesday afternoon, May 20th, 2025, and we have a great mix of government and politics headlines lined up for you. So whether you're on the go, working out, or just relaxing, stay with us as we get started. Here's our first headline. Mental health watchdog calling for a ban on the use of the electroshock machine in Florida. A mental health watchdog group, the Citizens Commission on Human Rights, CHR, is calling for a ban on the use of the electroshock machine in Florida. Concerned citizens, business leaders, and parents protested the use of electroshock, also known as electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT, especially on children under the age of 5. Despite claims that ECT can reset brain function like rebooting a computer, the procedure has devastating side effects, including death and brain damage. CCHR President Diane Stein points out that psychiatrists push ECT as a treatment for depression and suicide, despite no evidence that it prevents suicide. Forced shock therapy, like the case of patient Henley, can result in severe memory loss, confusion, and long-term effects. Experts like Ron Bassman and Jim Gottstein argue that ECT causes permanent memory loss and brain damage and should be banned altogether. Further U.S. chip export restrictions pose more challenges for NVIDIA. The GOP administration has imposed new AI chip export restrictions against China to prevent them from acquiring advanced semiconductors from American chip makers. This announcement coincided with NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang unveiling the Blackwell architecture and a major AI partnership in Saudi Arabia. The U.S. Commerce Department warned against using American-made AI chips in Chinese models and condemned diversionary supply chain tactics. Companies like D-Wave Quantum Inc. will be studying these new export restrictions closely, as they could pose challenges for the industry. Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Government and Politics podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24/7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and blockchainwire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.